Alright, hello and welcome back. My name is Sai, and this is some more Baldur's Gate 3 with me. We are currently in the Goblin Camp. We're just exploring around the side here. We saw a chest at the end of the last episode. If you say you can't see, then you can't see. I won't argue with that. Well, before we go down there, let's see what's over in this direction. Index. Oh, and a skeleton. Dagger. Why would you be able to come over here? Oh, maybe you could jump down. But this is the windmill. Okay, I see. So let's try and jump down here. Well, we have the mist anyway, the misty step to reverse this, and we have to sleep anyway to get the absolute buff back. And trust in ourselves that we could unlock this. We are kind of wasting picklocks. Lockpicks. Picklocks. Oh.
What's that?
Another trap. Oh. I guess all our disarming tools are like shared through our inventory, huh? Whoops. Roll of grease. Not grease. My bad. Oh, we could have just climbed down over there. Oh, and climb up here. I see. Also, I think, as I looked out of the very last episode, I said there are some ruins to explore up here. I believe is false. Just wait until we make our... Oh no, that's a cracked wall. Okay, so I wasn't wrong about that after all. I do believe this is the place to the Underdark where they sealed off that ancient passage, remember?
That's curious.
I guess... What? Why? Well, this is why we reloaded at the end of the last episode, but... I mean, if you guys want to fight, then... you can fight. Just be careful to not aggro the guys down there, I guess. Pin down whoever we can. I would be happy if we could kill that Goblin Booyag. To increase our chances. I'm fine with this, because I think these are just simply here, you know, to guard this whole place. If that's the case, you can easily murder them in cold blood. They are also all drunk. Probably gives them a debuff on... Wow. What's your problem? Why did you just take damage? Because that was a fire arrow? I have no idea, to be honest. Ah, is that again a miss? Now it's very tempting to knock them down over there, but I do believe that would trigger the other guys in the party. Let's just do this. I guess we could eat sausage. So since we found out that that radiant damage is not the same as lightning yet, towards the end of the game, let's just use this. Oh, huge damage. Okay. Why are you threatened by this person? I guess it's always worth jumping behind them. For the... Oh, shoot. Except when that happens. Oh no, he turned around. Well, never mind. Also a miss. Let's just see what the drunk status does. Character has disadvantage on ability checks using dexterity and charisma. Okay. Oops. If we do this, we have to move. If we do this, we don't. Okay. Just do a sacred flame. Which didn't work. Let's lock his ass down. What could we do to stop him? Blind him? I think that worked. Oh no. We are going to rest anyway after this, so no biggie, I guess. Who's this? Who's this Alazal then? Maybe we should have used that on Cedric for exactly this reason. But that one is more likely to die soon. Oh, I should have done that in reverse. Oops. The next turn we're gonna do an offhand and then help Lazel up. Or I guess it doesn't really matter. We will just start with Lazel. And then we can still use the offhand. And miss. Okay, now she's back. That's kind of a good way to get a prone character back up after their pool of HP is depleted. Actually, we could just do this. I always forget that shove is like a really useful tool for us. You might. Let me shove him and move a bit further away. Put that guy to sleep to take care of the others. Good job. Wait. Oh, the fight is not over. Whoops. Nah, it is. Alright, I don't think the other guys downstairs are aggroed on us. Here we are linked up. Going to quickly crack this open. Like so, then we could enter, but first we are going to rest at our camp. Nice quick rest, and we are back at it again. I guess let's do a normal save just to be sure. To rescue Halsin, find the Githyanki crash. Northwest. Yeah, I guess that's not on the table anymore, is it? The mountain pass. Although we should investigate this a bit later again. Jump to reach, why?
Seluna. As if mingling with a horde of goblins wasn't bad enough. Let's do what we have to do, then get out of here.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Good. Seluna is a bad omen. Just look what's befallen her temple. Though, I'll grant it must have been impressive once, in all its profane glory. Until someone raised it. No matter. I'll breathe easier once we're clear of this place.
Tend to admire whoever left this place a ruin. Got something to say?
Only that you're overthinking a simple deduction I made.
That you are a priestess of Shar. I don't think intimidation will work on her. But I am going to try it. I can hear torture. You're hiding something. Explain what's going on now. Oh. Oh no. The game bugged out again because I entered with Lazel. So guys, see you in a second. Okay, and here we are again. Hopefully this time this will work. If we lead on with Cedric.
Seluna. As if mingling with a horde of goblins wasn't bad enough. Let's do what we have to do, then get out of here.
How come the torches are lit? You don't have to tell me twice.
Good. Though,
Yes.
no matter. I'll
You
breathe
seem
easier once
to
we're
admire-
only that you're overthinking a simple deduction I made.
Let's try persuasion this time. You can trust me. I want to know what's concerning you. It's actually the same. Jeez, this girl.
Is your hearing failing you? Or your wits, perhaps? There's nothing more to say. Let's move.
Oh, snap.
Her voice is a blade. It'll cut your brain to bits.
I'm wondering if we should come in the front door instead. Yeah, let's try that. At least we can get to interact with the ogre. Just keep saying come chicken since ages now.
No, go inside. Inside. Boring.
What?
Here has music, beer, dance. You dance too. Here has music.
Okay, I guess he's just saying that, but he allows us in, right? Yeah.
Bloody racket. Oh, come on now. They're just having a bit of fun.
Okay,
Aye,
so we were
so
like
much
that.
fun that those thieves almost got past. We got 'em now, eh? And once the whelp starts singing, we'll know who sent 'em. Aye, might.
Oops.
Oi! Ain't no party in here. We're doing the Absolute's work. State your business. Now.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Let's try and use that last. Let's do deception. I've got another audience with the one in charge. Ah, there we go.
Right. Well, you ain't the first foreign type, I suppose. Gonna have to be a bit more specific though, mate. Absolute's got a few favourites around here.
Or is this a double
You
check?
here to see Priestess Gut, Boss Ragslin, or the Drow?
I've got an audience with the drow.
Audience is right. She's an uppity one and no mistake, but she knows her business. She's in telling the war chiefs what's what. Next raid's gonna be a big un, I hear. Oh, come on now. Forgive the reception, eh, mate? Had some intruders a while back, can't be too careful.
Oh yes, you can't. Was there a druid among these intruders?
A druid? Can't be sure. Got one of them chained up below, though. Just follow the hollering. Oh! Being boozing won't make the branding go any easier. I tried.
For the advice. There's not much point in talking to these guys, the lookouts. Who knows?
This ain't the party, mate. No fooling around. Get back down.
Bloody racket. Oh,
Oh, there's a chest on the other side.
they're just having a bit of fun. Aye, so much fun that those thieves almost got past.
Oh, I thought you was my replacement. But no. I bet Murg has drunk herself stupid.
Might be we'll pay him a visit in return. That'll be some real fun.
No. For a torch? No thanks.
It's good you ain't causing trouble. Boss means business now he's got the Absolute in his ear.
Oh, smell that meat sizzling. Can't tell if it's the branding or the party. Making me bloody hungry either way.
Oh, come on now. They're just having a bit of fun. Aye, so much fun that those thieves almost got past.
Oh, so I guess the dungeons are on the other side of this. Okay. Let's save. Oh, wait for the stutter.
Do what us true souls command.
Smells like
Spill the
burnt
blood
flesh in here.
of non-believers.
Oh, the brand.
Your flesh is marked.
I wanna be marked.
The Absolute is upon ya. But you're not ready to become true souls yet.
Looking out for me now.
Will they all have their
Nobody's gonna
turns?
push us around anymore.
Oh, guess not.
I ain't never felt so strong. Ain't polite to stare, Wormwalt. If you ain't got the guts to get branded, clear off.
I'll be marked soon, don't you worry.
Priestess will sort you out. Only thing she likes more than praying is burning folk.
Sure, why not?
Now here's somebody special. The Absolute has touched you, hasn't she? Priestess Gut needs to touch you too. Hold out your arm so I can mark your flesh.
Couldn't beat my face instead. I am here to spill your guts across the floor. Why would I? I assume this mark has a purpose?
Shows our devotion to the Absolute. These maggots see how strong we are with her guidance. Whole camp will be branded soon. and you should be too. You ready? Brace yourself. This'll sting.
I am doing it. Whoa, they all dislike it. Come on, dudes.
Hold still.
As the pain muddles your thoughts, your minds become entangled. A familiar sensation. She too carries a parasite.
Push deeper into her mind.
Her faith floods into you, a tide of shuddering ecstasy. Her tadpole nestles within that mania, secure, hidden.
I feel you in there, digging around. Works both ways. And I saw some weird shadows swimming around in your head just now. Maybe I can help with that. Us true souls gotta look out for one another.
Ah. Do you think you can fix whatever causing those shadows?
With the Absolute's will, I can fix anything. Let's deal with this in my chapel. It's private. Don't want this lot interfering with true soul business.
Priestess, we want the mark.
Wait your turn.
Yeah, ain't we good enough for the Absolute?
Wait. So we didn't get marked. So I'm just going to take this. And do it all myself. We're gonna be known as the Brander from now on. There we go. Shadow Heart 2. Yeah? Maybe we have to dip this in fire first. Yeah. Maybe? Light this candle. There. Come on, lads. What? Oh, that was her repose. Oh, are you branded now? Guess not. This is stupid. Okay, sorry about that. Death of Crones.
Look at this. That's God's mark.
Where is it? I didn't see anything. Is this her office? Yes. It's painting. Roa Munglo.
That the jingle of coin I hear? You've timed it well, my friend.
What the hell?
Already turned quite the profit today, so I'm feeling generous.
Prank failed? On what? What business does someone like you have in a goblin camp?
You joking? Goblins sell the best prisoners. Cheap, quiet, and eager to be elsewhere. Till this crowd converted and started sending their captives to Moonrise Towers, at least. No complaints, mind. I just sold enough smoke powder to cover the loss 10 times over.
It's slaves you're buying, not prisoners.
Oh, dry your eyes, ill-mater. It's me or a goblin cookpot. I know which I'd choose. Now, much obliged for the chat, but I'm here to trade.
Let me see your wares. Whoa. Okay, the usual scrolls. Chain shirt +1, huh? think that's like already our best equipment, like 14. I mean 14 armor points. We have better than that. Yeah, like 16, like the chainmail armor. No need for that. They're just basic items. Guess we could grab some ink perhaps. The resurrection scroll, why not? We have 10k gold anyway. Oh, the wearer of this item gains athletics +1. Sure. And strength saving throws, why not? Right? It's worth it.
Pleasure.
Thanks. Might as well equip those. I wonder if athletics +1 will allow us to finally jump further. Oh, but we don't have proficiency. Whoops. That was an oversight because I believe Lazar already has. Yes. We could change the the boots. Oh. Or the spider step ones. Huh? Ah, shoot. Let's do it like this. So we didn't really gain anything much from that.
Oi, come here. I ain't waiting around.
Kill you right
Another
here.
special visitor. You've been touched by the absolute, haven't you?
Oh, no.
Priestess
There's no one here. Can we please
Yeah.
kill her and get on with our day?
Exactly. But sorry, this is not what I wanted, but we are on a different character. Fine, brand me.
Hold still.
As the pain muddles your thoughts, your mind's her faith flood.
You poke. Works both ways. I already said.
Okay, sorry. Like this.
Ready to clear your head.
What exactly are you going to do?
Whatever the absolute tells me to. Don't worry, she loves you. I can tell.
I'm ready.
Don't want a crowd of gawpers. Everybody else needs to leave.
They have the same gift. Oh, maybe we will have a bit of, you know, bit of tralala touching, if you get what I mean. Close the door. Come here. Got.
Ready to clear your head?
Yes.
Smart. All you need to do is open yourself to the absolute. And I'll do the rest.
Psionic feelers creep across your mind, like a pickpocket's fingers seeking flaws in fabric.
Sure, allow her to rummage through your memories.
Sifting deeper, she sees the Mind Flayer holding a wriggling tadpole to your eye. And then the vision lurches, and you are looking through her eyes as a tadpole squirms into her skull.
Hells! We need to fish that thing out before it eats any important parts of your brain.
Why? So she doesn't... But she also has one. Yeah, pretty sure one of those parasites is squirming in your head too.
No. It's messing with your brain. You're seeing things, probably hearing voices too, yeah?
I mean, that's true. I still have my senses. I find another way to deal with it.
No. You ain't leaving till we get to the bottom of this.
Oh, lady.
You could be dangerous.
You got this all wrong. Stand aside, I'm leaving.
I guess we're doing this the hard way then.
What?
Sweet dreams.
Yo, what about my mates?
Wakey, wakey. Don't bother struggling. You ain't going nowhere. The Absolute wants to know all about that critter in your head. So start talking.
I'll make you pay for this goblin.
You'll pay for talking back. Can't beat you too hard, though. Gotta keep you alive for what comes next.
You're gonna cook me. You're infected. It's going to happen to you too.
Stop trying to confuse me. You're
Oh.
a liar. Everything's clear since the Absolute chose me. You're the one that's broken. Do you even know who you are anymore?
I have powers. Something's changing me.
Powers? No, they're delusions that thing's eating your brain. It's gonna start eating your flesh too, changing you. And eventually your skull will split and you'll cough up a mess of tentacles.
Yeah, I heard that story for a long time now. In 40 episodes. I do wonder what happens if I click through the other party members. But I don't want to do that in case it breaks the game again. So you won't live to see it, trust me.
You might have put up a fight in another life, freak. But not in this one.
If I do transform, you'll be my first meal.
Not likely. You're forgetting one thing. I've got the Absolute to protect me. But you're on your own. Nothing more than a skin suit for that monster inside you. You're gonna be my new pet. A ferocious squiddy. All for myself.
You test the weight of the chains, looking for weak points.
Oh, Nada's new metallic gloves could have come in handy. Dislocate your wrist and wriggle free? Oh boy.
You slip free of the chains.
I hope these are not hostile to me. Are they? About the guys? No, doesn't seem to be. Where's the lady? Not here anymore. Back in the middle? Nope. There's an ogre there. I saw her approach in the background and I feared something else would come from this. Olma, bodyguard of the High Priestess. Are we in her dungeon or something? Maybe we could...
You broke free? You die!
No, let's talk. Oh, I wanted to talk to her first. Where are they though? Seems to be a secluded area where the priestess got. Oh, this is the room, isn't it? From the Underdark. How do you get in here? Seems like there is a way somewhere over here. Let's take a look at our other guys in the map. Oh no, the map doesn't work like that. Follow. Goblin Camp. Priestess God is there. This one? What, are they just over here? No. Oh, in there. That's locked. Hopefully killing her won't aggro all the other leaders. Lockpick. Let's be honest, we probably have some looting to do around here, maybe? Maybe not. Well, I guess this is like not her true quarters. Oh, here we go. Oh, it was this door, I see. Cedric. The Shield of Fadu. +2 bonus to armor class. Dashes laughter on her. Actually, let's drink like a big potion. Then we are going to break line of sight. Ah. It wasn't that bad. I guess we could pull Gut out. Pull her to us. And smash her. Leave her. Then, I mean, we are more likely going to... Oh, the ogre is up. Going to rest after this, so I think we just freely use all our powers. Starting. Scorching Ray. All of them missed. Unfortunate. Drink another pot. Oh, perhaps we could have broken that chandelier. This is still a backstab. Bam, and we even silenced her. Dead. We were drugged and imprisoned by Priestess God. She hopes that we'll turn into Mind Flayers so she can study us. We need to get out of here now. Okay. Killed Priestess God, one of the Goblin Readers. There are 3 readers of the Goblin Camp: Drow Rugzin, Priestess God, and the Drow Mintara. Actually, do we have like a more suitable weapon for you? We have the Vision of the Absolute. What about Sorrow? No, it has a negative effect. It's stronger, but it has a negative effect. Yeah. I think this is the best weapon we could use, or Watcher's Guide. But the blind, I think, is much more useful. Anyway, It's just so disappointing to see that text saying miss. Let's sit on this bench. Make her blind. Oh, that was my bad. She has too much HP for that. Then let's distract her with the mage hand. That was not the mage hand. Also my bad. Or let's try and lead her back into that big room. Take another potion. As always, I always forget to summon my familiar as well. I don't think I can do it in combat, can I? No. Poison? We have like a sick poison build that we really never take advantage of. Let's step back, just in case she will come for us. Almost wreath. Oh. Even I felt that. What does it do? Strength increased by 4, armor class reduced by 2. Could come up here. Oh no, we can't shoot that down. But what we can do is boom. Right in the knucklehead of yours. And then we really don't. Well, we can hide, I guess. Then you could also get up here for like more successful chances that your attack will hit. I guess if the turn order is like this, then we could cast water. We could ensure that Lazarus survives and gets back up instantly. And then with her, is that lighting. Very, very frightening. But good. Actually worked. This we are doing for a higher chance. Oh, 36. Now we want to keep this concentration up. So we move as further away as possible. Then, oh, can't really insert ourselves into that battle. Would we slow her down with some grease? Does it slow us down? Yes, it is difficult terrain and could make creatures prone. There, we are using our brain for once. Or twice. Some sausage. Oh, she coming. Silly bastard. Wait, what? What happened there? Why is the low chance? Player disadvantage on attack. Why? I don't understand why. Of the angle. I think this area is just scuffed. And the way she's like laying there. Can we do this again? missed. So that might have been better if we just let that connection stay up. I'm gonna cast Tears Protection and I don't know. Climb on this box. Will that save us? Well, now she's still wet. But we could also light the thing on fire. Bam! But she was immune to burning because she's still wet. Okay, we'll learn that. Kind of obvious. Probably was how it was in other games as well. We're going to use supernatural attraction. And the third. Oh, survivor instinct saved us. And now we are going to set ourselves up for like a big backstabber turn. I don't believe they can move or attack when they wake up. I might be proven wrong on here. So let's do invoke duplicity around here. Let's bring Glazel up here if we can. I guess we could even summon the Raven. It heals and get up here. Then with you, a Ray of Enfeeblement. It missed. Alright, here we go. Oh, sorry for the stutter. Or is it a crash? No, it's a stutter. Oh. Okay.
Disgusting creature. We did her a favor.
What was that cutscene about? Whoa. Is a flimsy iron key found within a goblin-infested temple. Priestess's key. The star-like symbol etched into the handle of this key is nearly worn away. Potion of sleep. Healing. Through the maze. Don't need it. Absolute's warboard. Blood is smeared across the shield's face. Exalting wielders who bear the Absolute's mark and blighting those who don't. Absolute protection. I can give this to Shadowheart for now. Absolute's talisman. Stained by blood and gifted to only the most faithful of true souls to help preserve their lives. The wearer of this item gains the Absolute's mercy. When the wearer has less than 25% of their hit points left and deals damage, they regain 1d8 hit points. This is amazing. This... I mean, either of us could use it. We could accept the fact that maybe Shadowheart should talk to the dead. I don't know. And then we could replace our own medal. Stiff and crinkled, this paper carries a powerful stench. Actually, you know what? That's not a bad idea. Let's see. Does she still have the spell? Yes. So in that case, we are going to replace with the Absolute's talisman. There. And let's look at the letters. Or was it a single letter? Rancid note, wait. Oh, we read that part. That Slobberchop's druid, who was nosing around, ain't just some tomb-robbing adventurer type, calls himself Halsin. Ugly name for an ugly bastard. I had a little word or two with him before the lashers put his hairy arse in the pants. Said he thinks there's something rotten inside us. Inside me. Reckons he can help get rid of the rot. I told him we don't need any help from nobody. Never did. And especially not now, the Absolute's taken a shine to us. I says there'll be something rotten inside him soon enough. There's a lot of rancid meat down in the pants, and when we cut him open, I'll make sure he stays alive long enough for the maggots to make a nest of him. Yikes. So far, the Goblin Camp almost feels like the most fleshed out part of the game, I feel, which is great. Or maybe it was just such a long time since we were in like an actual proper dungeon. Like, you know, the Underdark episodes were like, yes, they are a dungeon, but, you know, I missed it. I miss just going into big castle and fucking shit up. And we still have the mage tower for that as well.
Something over there.
Ouch. 12 gold and a gold ring. A date was once engraved on the inside of this ring, but most of it has long since been worn away by time. I don't know if we read this, we're gonna find out. Priestess's journal. The edge pages of the journal are flaking at the edges, but their contents remain clear. Oh, we didn't read that. Oh, look! This has a different icon. Quotes, 1 slashing or piercing weapon or 3 pieces of ammunition with poison that inflicts 1d4 poison damage, lasts for 1 minute. Thick green liquid slashes in this elaborate vial, which is adorned with the likeness of a vampire skull. Read the journal first. Most of the pages in this age journal have been hastily torn out, perhaps for kindling. Thus the interlocking circles will bring the full moons to match the stars, while casting darkness where it belongs at the bottom. That chasm to the Underdark will stay sealed. I confess the design is not foolproof to outsiders, but I had to sacrifice complexity for material resilience. I have always wondered why Saloon took me from the Hall of Wonders to serve at this temple as a priestess. Perhaps was the reason. This is not obviously Guts, this Goblin Priestess's journal, it's the old ancient one who sealed up the tunnel before. What was the other thing? Ace for a Zoot and the other gods, the 11th part. I think we read this. Saloon guides us through the night. She is the moon, the stars, her tears. Her sister tries to douse her light, but she protects us from our fears. Char will take your sorrow from you, But beware, her night is dark. She'll hide your pain and secrets too, and all your joy and all your sport. Till once, God of all that's wild, of nature's danger and its charm, his glory is not to be defiled, or you yourself will. Okay. Oh. Bit of butts. Can we sleep? Oh right, we just lay in the bed, I forgot about that. So, did we use the absolute sign? We didn't. We are just going to use a small rest for now. Oops. Ah, yes, and this is that room. Might be a puzzle. Or something might happen in here. I don't think it will. But we shall see. And it has been already 1 hour. So you probably fell asleep watching this already. In that case, have sweet dreams. I will see you guys next episode. Hope you enjoyed. And bye.